YouTube, it's your boy Mike T's back at you with another video. T-Gang in the building, what up? Today we're going to talk about Technobot Customs. What's new in the sublimation game? I haven't seen many people do any reviews on it, so maybe the first. I might be the first, I don't know. But I'm getting ready to get into this review with you guys, all that and more, after the intro.
Not too much deck tennis, no frantic dancing.
It's actually TechBot Customs. So I'm going to give a shout out to my friends at TechBot Customs. Your boy spent $140 for 50 sheets. I'm supposed to profit around $2,000. We're going to see if that really happened. We're going to put them to the test on this one, y'all. Because, you know, it sounds a little bit too good to be true, but I've been working with it a little bit. I had a little mistakes today, and I'll show you throughout the video. But right now, what we're getting ready to do is slice one of these bad boys, which looks like this. It almost feels like a polyester sheet, but this is what it looks like. One side smooth, the other side's rough, and I don't know if the camera can get it, but you can kind of see flakes in it, so it helps you to not put the fabric on the wrong side, I guess. I know my looks be crazy too. I'll be watching these videos right along with y'all, and I know I'll be like, man, why I be looking like that? I don't know. I guess because I'm excited. I'm always excited to try something new. There's plenty of ways that you can sublimate. I just haven't had the chance to sublimate on 100% cotton. You heard me right. And not only white, any color, y'all. I could do black. So today, we're going to try to do it over black. So as you can see, I already cut a piece down the sides, and this is lengthwise 10.5 inches. We'll switch it to the side by 8.5. So your standard 8x11 image. I've heard that you can double the profit if you split these in two evenly, and then you can get 2 shirts instead of 1 if you don't need the whole, I think it's 13x17 sheet, which let me show you guys again. This is the whole sheet right here. And if you split it in half, I guess you can get 2 shirts, or if you want to put something on some jeans or make a whole bunch of different little cutouts. The only thing I haven't figured out is how I'm going to do some contour cuts on this type of material, as it wouldn't be able to stick to a mat because I'm worried about pulling it apart. We'll find out. So what you're looking at is Letter to God, page 1, NLM330. That's my boy Nick right there. This is going to be on the front of the shirt, and the track list is going to be on the back of the shirt on top of the subs. Now remember, guys, I'm subbing on 100% black. So essentially, this sheet, rough side down, will be stamped to the shirt, and then the image will be sublimated on top, doing it all at one time. Now, it's not perfect because I'm just holding up as an example, but you guys see where I'm going with this. So let's get into it. So earlier I had mentioned that I had tried the product out, and as you can see, I didn't do an overbleed. So you can see where I was trying to cut the box, the image, and it gives it kind of a rough look, but overall, that's not bad for sublimating onto a black shirt, which is exactly what we're doing right now. I just wanted to give it a second chance with the overbleed and try it with my homeboy's cover, Letter to God. Right now, I got to talk to you guys about the protesting and the nonsense. Protesting is one thing, violence is another. What I mean by that is, if your message has to come across violent, then maybe you guys shouldn't talk. Or maybe you should figure out a different way to handle your dispute. In this time of healing, especially in the time of us being locked down for the last 2.5 months with the COVID virus, the last thing we should do is be fighting against each other. Let's uplift, let's keep justice in the air, and you know, I pray for everybody. Not one person, not one race, but everybody. Everybody's lives matters. So, per this sheet, it says, pre-press the garment with your professional grade heat press for 5 to 8 seconds. We're going to do that. Place a cotton sub with rough side down on top of garment. I've already explained that. Mirror the print. If you guys been in this for a while, you should know you should have to mirror, unless you're doing decals. Decals is the only time you don't mirror something. 4, if using a color shirt, make sure to completely cover the cotton subs or go a little outside the material so no white application is showing. The mistake that I showed you a few seconds ago. 5, put the printed sublimation paper over the cotton sub. press at 375 to 385. So it's dependent upon your machine. Now I got a machine from Heat Press Nation, a 16 by 20, and things vary a lot on there. And usually I sublimate at 380 degrees for 30 seconds. So we're gonna stick with that and see how that works out. And final, like as with anything sublimation or vinyl, give it 24 hours to completely adhere to the garment that you're pressing on. So let's get into it. So we're just pre-pressing for 5 to 8 seconds to release some of that moisture. All garments come with moisture. When I first heard that, I started laughing like, what? You mean tell me my shirts is wet all the damn time? All right, we're gonna apply our Cottonsub in the center, about where we want. The good thing about this is not like 3G opaque. 3G opaque, as soon as you get it up underneath this heat, that bad boy want to start melting. This, you can move it around a little bit. You don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I gotta move so quick. You can actually position it to where you want to position it at. And that's looking pretty good for me, right there. You can use heat tape if you want to, but I'm not. I simply place this over this, and I think I could cut off a little bit more because this is actually someone's shirt, and I don't want them to have to worry about looking at something raggedy I did for them. So, hey, I'll make the mistake so you don't have to. If you just peruse through all my videos, you can see where I made mistakes and easily fix them. This is a little bit too large or a little bit too lengthy, so I'm gonna cut it down to size. I'll be right back. We chopped it down a little bit more. I'm just adjusting on my platen. It's important to have an overbleed on this dark. I'm still able to see where I need to chop it some more. So we went back and adjusted again. And my daughter had a good point. I should have just made an oversized image. This way I wouldn't have to keep going through what I'm going through right now. But being that I only got to try this once earlier, I just want to make sure that since this is a paying customer, that I get it as best as I can get it. Okay, so scoot it on up. Doesn't help that this platen is almost 400 degrees. It feels like my fingers are baking. All right, let's cover her up, see what happens. Make sure to adjust the pressure. You don't want it too firm. You want it kind of loose, but not too loose. Enough to say, hey, I'm doing it. Here's the big reveal. Boom, boom, boom. I can see a little piece sticking out. All right, it says if it has adhesive, you kind of want to let it cool for a second, then peel it off. But what the hey, I'm excited. I want to see what's going on. Wow. Wow. Actually doesn't look too bad. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to go back and hit these white spots with a black marker because it needs to look a little bit more professional. And usually when I do that with a lot of things. I don't want to give them a product that they're not satisfied with. Or they'd be like, well, Mike, why didn't you completely cover it? And simply just do this. So it'll blend in a little bit better. Trust me, your favorite industry does this too. To your Gucci's and to your Balmains and all them shirts. You just don't notice it because they got the right marker. I'm just happy to use a Sharpie. So this is the finished product after using the Cottonsubs. Shout out to TechBot Customs. I haven't got your name fully down, but you'll know me because I'll definitely be getting more of this product off of you. And here's the front of the shirt. You can see where I touched it up with the black Sharpie a little bit. And then here's the back. And I didn't get to touch that up. I'm going to actually add some more vinyl to take away from it, but it feels so soft. It almost feels like it's in a garment. Feel it. So, if you like this video, like, subscribe, comment. Let your boy know what's going on. Even if you don't like it, just drop something in the descriptions or in the comments down below. And to the next one, I'm out.